Hey everyone, so welcome to my first live stream. This is going out on YouTube and Twitch. This is going to be a new thing for me. I spend a lot of time as a full-time photographer for the last 12 years. I spend a lot of time editing here in my studio. So I thought, why not use that time to start a live stream, talk about photography, chat to people, show what I'm working on, show my editing, and yeah, just generally have a good conversation and see what people are up to. So I'll be streaming mainly on Twitch and YouTube to start with and see how we're getting on. And I'm going to put it out there to a few more people as well. So hope everyone's having a good, what day is it today? Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? So I'm going to put it out to a few people on my group. But if anyone's watching, then feel free to come say hello in the chat. Let's see. It's obviously a little bit of delay. As obviously this is the first time, so I've got technical issues. So keyframes every 4. Okay, let's see if that makes a difference. YouTube's having issues. That's what we'd like to see. Twitch seems to be good. There's obviously delay with most of these things. So I'm just trying to put the stream out, make sure there's no issues. Stream setting, analytics, stream health. I don't know if I can modify that. Seems to be going out okay. So there we go. Right. I've got a photography group, so I'm going to put it out to a lot of people. Poor signal. Okay, let's just change some settings. Let's put that down. I changed that. I wonder if that helps. It's saying poor signal with YouTube. I don't know why. Can everyone hear me okay there? But apart from that, I need to boost up the sound a little bit. Okay. So it should be coming through. 1 2 1 2. Still saying poor. Everyone hear me okay then? Okay, that sounds okay. Right. So why is it saying poor? I'm just going to do a refresh on YouTube. Let's have a look. Again, first time, so let's. Twitch. Where's my YouTube? Copy link. So this is kind of a bit of a test stream. Why is that poor quality? Keyframes 4 seconds. Code is not often enough, can cause buffering. For concrete frames is 8.3 seconds. It's not. I set it to 4. I love technology. Set it to 4. So let me just start. Little signal. That's fine until. Let's see if that makes any difference. Just gonna refresh YouTube. Why YouTube always got the issues, but Twitch seems to be fine. Saying unstable. Ocean breadth too high. Okay, so Twitch is too high. So Twitch needs a lower bitrate. Okay. Now saying it's on. Okay. Weird. It's on automatic for Twitch, so. YouTube. Why is YouTube different? I'll change it to that for a second. Let's see if that OBS. Boom. Okay. See if that's better. Okay. I'm hoping this might be better. Twitch say unstable for a minute. Let's give that a second. YouTube is now saying excellent. That's good. Bitrate too high for Twitch. Okay. I'm just going to stop streaming again so I can. Okay. So YouTube says excellent. Twitch still says unstable, but it's just catching up. So I'm just going to give it a minute. Bitrate too high still. Okay, but it's using the recommended settings for Twitch. I don't know how to turn that off. It's just only just higher. So I don't know how to change that setting though. Have to stop streaming again. Probably. Still working it out. Okay. Okay. Twitch is still staying unstable. YouTube is now excellent. So I need to change Twitch settings. So I'm going to stop the stream. Okay. Okay, now it's saying excellent. YouTube saying excellent. But I'm not getting a picture through on Twitch. Should be streaming to Twitch. How can it be excellent and not have a and say offline? It's crazy. Okay. Okay, weird. The bitrate is lower. You're right down there. Okay, so I think we're back up and running. So this is the first time I've live streamed for a long time, and the first time I've live streamed on Twitch. So I'm having issues with Twitch. It's now saying it's fine, which is good, even though the bitrate is lower than what I set, which is weird. So can I change the bitrate whilst live? No, I cannot. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. Maybe I improve it as I go on. Hopefully the picture quality is good. It's not saying it's unstable anymore. And YouTube is excellent. Okay, so I'm just going to broadcast this live. No one has seen it in the group. Twitch.com/beauty creates. So I'm actually, for those that are watching, I'm going to be doing some family photographs. So I can only edit photographs that I have permission to use or my own photographs. So I'm actually using my family photographs as well. So I'm hoping this will work. Now go to Twitch. Yep. Cool. So that's good. It's good. Cool. So let me just do a quick video to my Instagram. Right, you ready, guys? Hey, so I'm testing out my live streaming and I'm going to be doing some editing this morning with some family photographs I took of my family on Mother's Day weekend. So I'm currently live on Twitch and YouTube. Depending on which one you use, you can come watch me live right now whilst I go through my photographs. And if you want to discuss photography, how photography works, or just want to nosy and see what I do when it comes to actually editing my photographs, then you can come and watch right now. Cool. Let me just put that up on my page. Oh, let's not do that. Don't want to get banned on Twitch. Ready. Right, so I should be able to just put OBS over there now and ignore those pages. I'm going to put a link here. youtube.com/beauty creates. I can spell my surname correctly, that would help, wouldn't it? Cool, let's put that up. Howdy, Mr. Tommy Reynolds. How are we doing? Over on YouTube. So, interestingly enough, I've actually got OBS set up. I followed a YouTube video this morning. So I can see Twitch and YouTube, so I can see who's viewing me on which channels and where their comments are going through. So it's quite good. Make sure you like and subscribe, by the way. I don't know if, Tommy, you're a subscriber on my YouTube channel, actually. I'm pretty sure you are. How's your morning been anyway? So this morning I'm going to be editing some family photographs I took, as I mentioned, of my own family whilst it was Mother's Day weekend. So in the studio I've got near here, I took some photographs of my family. It was my mum's birthday weekend as well. So yeah, we thought, why not update our own family photographs? I got to try out a few things. Good, thanks. Just a gym session. How are you feeling? I've actually come to the conclusion that I can't do gym sessions in the morning at the moment because of my hay fever. So I'm going to be doing them in the evening instead. So I'm hoping the gym's not going to be too busy in the evening. So I'm going to get there at 8 because it doesn't shut till 10 or 11 on a weekday. So I'm going to do late sessions and then forget about waking up early in the morning. So Evoto is now on the App Store. Is it really? What? So there's an actual app for Evoto in the App Store. So what does it do? What's the whole point of Evoto How's the sound and the setup looking anyway? Oh, it has. Interesting. I might have to install that. It's not going to change focus. That's cool. I'll have to try that out. Cool. It's downloaded now. How's the quality looking anyway, Tommy? Yes. What's a yes? I've asked so many questions. There's a bit of a delay. Yes. Yes, the stream's looking awesome. I'm quite liking it actually. I'm thinking like every time I do editing, I'm just going to turn it on and just chat. And whilst I'm doing editing, so it feels like I'm doing something. 80% downloaded. Let's try that out. Quality is splendid, marvelous. In fact, marvelous. In fact. Okay, thank you. I'm actually streaming. To be fair enough, on YouTube you can stream at a higher bit rate. So the nice thing, no, it's pretty good. On YouTube, I'm streaming at 10 megabits per second, but at the same time, I'm streaming to Twitch at 6 megabits per second. So it's like a lot better quality, and also it's HD, I believe, on YouTube. Whereas on Twitch, it's not. It says excellent on YouTube, so I'm going to go with that. Bitrate is now stable on Twitch, so I got the settings right now, so that's good. But yeah, if you're new here, then give us a comment, join the chat. So the whole point of these live streams is to be chatting about photography, editing, and bits and pieces. This is the first ever one, so I'm just trying to set everything up and get it ready. So if you're into photography, you're a photographer, or you're a content creator, a videographer, this is just a place to hang out and chat whilst doing editing, basically. So no, it's pretty good. The quality is pretty good. So how was your gym session anyway? I've just downloaded the Evoto app. Does that mean you can edit color grade? What? Hang on, I've just read on here, the Evoto app, you can shoot instantly to your phone from your camera. Is that right? Batch editing, yeah. I've already got an account. So can I just type in my email? Yes, I can. I love Evoto. Upper body session today, feeling good. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually going to be hitting upper body tonight, actually. And then I go for a run tomorrow at lunchtime. And then another gym session tomorrow night. Actually, no, I'm going to do legs tonight because I want them to be rested for Thursday morning. And then tomorrow I'm going to do upper, I think. As a late morning session for you if you just got back? Or did you go at 9? Hotmail.com. Okay, so it recognizes my account. Does it use your tokens on your phone though? That's the thing. Is it going to use the same tokens on the Evoto app on your phone? So as it is on the app. Ooh, tethered shooting. Is that wireless tethered shooting from your phone? Because that'd be awesome, especially if you did it on a tablet. Evoto's logged in on a new device. Because you could shoot directly to your tablet rather than a laptop, apply the presets, and then people can see it rather than having to use something big and clunky like a laptop. Tethered shooting. So it's got my account, it's got my credits, which I need to buy more. It's going to burn through credits though if I'm just going to be like shooting straight to my phone. But it's going to give people confidence, which I quite like. It's going to give people confidence when they see it. Got loads of storage though. accept all. So I bought my plan. Oh, maybe I need to buy more. I think I need to buy more. Expired credits. You can get 1,000 credits just by sharing a Voto with friends and family. Maybe that's something I can do with the stream. Getting Voto involved with the streaming. With this. Beauty Create streaming. Not the capture streaming. So, right. I need to get on and do some editing. So, let's go to... There we go. How's that look? Good. So this is Lightroom. These are the photographs that I go through. So I'm literally just imported these straight from my camera onto my computer and then into Lightroom. So I haven't actually done anything yet. Leia, what are you doing? So heater just kicked in, by the way, if you can hear that. So I've got a little heater here. Right. So I need to go through these photographs and pick out the photographs that I want. I recently at Christmas bought Toolbox. And that's what I use now for all my editing and flicking through photographs and bits and pieces. So it helped if I had the Toolbox software up and running, wouldn't it? Boom. So with this, I can then go through photographs like this. And then I use this wheel here to go through the photographs. Yep. And then I use the keypad here to give it a number, so I can assign it a number 1 or I can remove rating. I generally just use 1 and then I'll go through it and star rate it higher for the ones that I actually like. This makes it incredibly easy to do because I can literally do this one-handed now, which is great. So these are my 2 boys, for those that are watching that don't know who they are. So I've got my chat over here, so that's why I'm keep looking that way. For those that don't know. Right. I'm very picky when it comes to photographs. This is when I was setting up, so pretty early on. That one's not bad. It's not too bad. That's not bad. I may have to move my drink back this side because I hadn't moved it recently. See what it's like. Right. So things I'm looking for when I go through photographs. The first way through is just genuine reactions and genuine smiles. And then what I use the mouse to zoom in to make sure it's sharp, which it should be as well. You want some shots from Lisbon to edit? I wonder who that is. Where's you went to Lisbon? I didn't even know you went to Lisbon. You didn't even mention it to me, mate. How's your day been going anyway, James? Make sure you subscribe whilst you're here. Tommy Reynolds has just subscribed 9 minutes ago. Thanks for that. I can't believe you weren't subscribed to my YouTube channel. Rude. Must have. Yeah. It didn't cross your mind to mention it, but yeah. Make sure you subscribe to the channel whilst you're here, mate. But how's your morning been? Good chat last night. Good meet up for the photography club. I'm not sure about that one. Ollie's face is a bit weird. I can say this because this is my own boys, so I wouldn't say this to another. These are my own boys, so. That was quite a good reaction for Luke. That's not a bad one either. This is my first pass through, so I'm just going to flick through them to pick out the ones I want. Editing my own photos, oddly. Oh, are you? Where from? Lisbon. The ones from Lisbon? By any chance? How's the stream looking anyway? Let's go. So the idea, mate, is I'm going to be live streaming my editing and talking about photography on a regular basis. I probably hope to be 3 or 4 times a week eventually. There doesn't seem to be anyone else sort of doing that. And I thought this would be the best way of doing this because I'm here so often editing photographs. It would be nice to show people my process and how I go through photographs. Cheeky boys. Right. That one. I was having a bit of lunch. Nice. Haha, that's the onesie. Looking good, mate. Cool. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, whilst you're here. Little sub button. Appreciate it. Building that fresh page. Yeah, don't mind it. That one. How was the photographs looking anyway? Have you managed to column down? Oh. I subbed weeks ago. Hey, Tommy. Did you? Hasn't come off my list. I have a little list of recent activities. Maybe you did. Maybe it's not missed out. Tommy was here. I don't know if he's still here. He might pop back in a minute. These streams are meant to be like well organised. Nope, still got 252 more to go. 252 more to go. How many have you got it down to? You got it down to 252 or that's how many you got left to go through to cull? Not sure about any of these ones. You need a couple of nice ones. Yeah, down to, oh, you got it down to 252. Okay. That's a manageable amount, but still quite a lot, I guess. How many do you want to get it down to? You're going to make an album book, so you've edited 84. Okay. So you're going to edit it all 252, or you're going to cut it down even more? My family's the worst when it comes to looking at the camera. Look at them. There's always someone not looking at camera or putting a silly face. But his eyes closed. 84. Cool. Lunchtime editing. Oh! Look, how I meant to... Probably stay a similar amount unless I lose hope. That's what sometimes editing's about. Sometimes you just lose hope. That one's not too bad. Ollie's looking there. Okay, let's go for that one for a minute. It's the first one I've got where everyone's looking. I might be the only one, actually. But no one's putting a silly face, no one's looking. Well, that one's not too bad either. Kids. How are you getting on with the deck, anyway? The Lightroom for editing. Is it coming in useful? Especially with that amount of photographs. Right, so then I brought my dad in. Let's see if I can get everyone looking now. Just get a few on there. Got a message. Send 2 photos. It is using a Photo AI iPhone app. It's crazy. Oh, this thing's going to be so easy. So, it's a dream. Nice. I do love that deck on useful things. I'm using my little toolbox to do this. But it's useful for video editing and Photoshop, which is why I got it. So Tommy just told me that Avoto have just released their mobile phone app. So now you can edit your photographs on the mobile phone, which is just crazy. It's just crazy, really. And it looks just as good because obviously the editing on a mobile phone must be sent off to Avoto's servers to be edited. It's not to do with the power on your computer, which is useful because then essentially I can do a lot of my editing on my tablet from a photo shoot. So I plug in my hard drive from a photo shoot. I can then edit the photographs whilst I'm going, but I still have to get people to pick. I've seen one photograph yet when someone's not putting a silly face. No. Stream nice while on the toilet. What? Are you watching me whilst I'm on the toilet? Whilst you're on the toilet? That's lovely, mate. I'm glad we have this open relationship. It's a bit weird though. I'm gonna put that in, but I'm not 100% on it. Ollie's putting a silly face. There you go. No editing photographs while on the toilet. What? Oh, you mean with a photo? I was gonna say, you haven't got your computer hooked up in your toilet, have you? That would be weird. That would be weird. I'm still not happy that I couldn't get one where they're all looking here. I don't really want to be doing head swaps. Yeah, that's the one. What, on your phone? Yeah. Be nice to do editing like on the fly, especially when a photo gets better and better. Like, ideally, me personally, I much prefer being out on a photo shoot rather than editing. I think it's part of the process. That one's not too bad. But it's not the whole process. And once it learns your style, that one's okay. Let's see if I do the group one now. I think these were better near the end. Oh, I needed a few of these because I had to do this. This was tricky because I'm in the photograph, if you haven't noticed. So behind my back, I've got my mobile phone and I'm controlling the camera with my mobile phone, but you can only do 1 or 2 photographs at a time. So with all of us, it was tricky. That one's not too bad. That was not bad. I got 2 there. Might have got two that are usable. Ba-ba-da-ba. I need to find out with YouTube and Twitch what music am I allowed to play, because I have got a music license with a few, so I can play some music in the background. Mom's not looking there. Oh, she is kind of. Okay, got two. These ones, yeah, that positioning of the posture there was wrong. I knew as soon as I took the photograph, positioning was wrong, because obviously the thing closest to the camera, so my wife's legs, were closest to the camera, so they make it look big. So that positioning didn't look right, and she looked very uncomfortable. So by bringing her legs round and bringing her body forwards, she now looks more in proportion. Again, I'm not looking for loads. I just want one or two good ones to work on. Luke's not looking. I think Ollie's moved too far back. He's probably going to be out of focus. Okay. Silly face there. Get it out of the system. It's really hard to get a natural. That's not too bad actually. More of a natural pose for them. Especially for my own boys, it's weird trying to get a natural image, because they know all my techniques, they know all my things that I want to do. Just to get a reaction out of them, so don't do it. I quite like that one as an image. Right. Now again with these ones, I have my phone behind my back, so then I can remote the camera, because obviously I'm in the photographs for these ones. Also had to find a position that worked well for me. Luke's obviously get bored. There you go. You can see I'm looking down at my phone. Looking down at my phone and then back up. Because I got the timing wrong. My leg across a bit more. It's not too bad. Let's get in there. Ollie's got on board. So there we go. Never mind. I'll tell you what, getting a self-portrait's hard, but getting a family self-portrait, even harder. I'll tell you that. Worst. Okay, he's blinking there. I really don't want to be doing head swaps, because I hate doing head swaps. So that one's not too bad either. Look at my face there. What is that? What's going on there? Anyway. Can't take the mickey out of yourself, or you can take the mickey out of. Right. And then my sister and my niece. She wasn't particularly happy about doing these photos. That wasn't too bad. Different when I can actually be behind the camera trying to get reaction from people. But there we go. That's a nice one. My sister told me she doesn't wear anything but black. So she had to buy this outfit just for this. Actually, I think I made my wife's dress. It's nice. I'm going to have to brighten that bit up because just block the... Is that focus? Go for that one. So, family pick. Move the ladder, everything out of the way. So I'm getting near the end. 316 photographs. Bad one. It's easier without the kids involved. Did that one get the window light in the background? Yeah. So I actually had a snoot with a grid on it of a gobo, reflecting what looks like window light on the backdrop, so that here you got some lines there, but I didn't notice for some reason it looked more prominent earlier on, so I don't know if the settings changed for some reason later on. Mum's not looking at the camera, which is standard. Probably the nicest one. Get one really smiling. It's not looking there. Not looking there. My mum is the worst for not looking at the camera, so probably going to go for that one. Everyone else is smiling, so I'm going to go for that. Okay, so I've narrowed it down to 29 photographs. I'm not going to edit 29 photographs. So I'm just going to pick out the ones like this and see which ones are my favorites. This is where I might go through and add a 2-star rating to the photographs. So that one I quite like. That one I quite like. That one's probably the best one. And that one. So I got 1, 2, 3. Put that one back down to a 1 because that's similar to that one. Okay, and then we've got Mum and the kids. Okay, that one's probably the best one. Mum and Dad with the kids. Because really, you're only going to need one of these photographs because they look so similar. Not looking, probably that one. Go with that one. And then only group one. Probably going to have to be the left one, I think. No, right one. I might have to change Luke's face. But that's just how he looks, to be fair. To be honest. I could say that because it's my own son. That one. Our family. See, I like that one, but I might have to change Ollie's face. Okay, so star both of those. And then I love this last one. And that one. Really kept that one. And then our family one. Just gonna go for... Don't know actually. Go for that one. Okay, so I've narrowed that down to 14, which is a reasonable number. So what I'm going to do now is do some basic editing in Lightroom. So I have got a preset for this setup, so I'm going to use that. So it's Studio Lifestyle area. So this is my preset for this area, but for some reason it's looking a bit green. So I'm just going to add a little bit more red in the shadows. Which is good. I might just bring out a little bit of green that's in the jacket. So I'm going to choose the saturation, just grab here. Move that up a little bit more. Yeah, got a bit more colour in it now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this to every photograph. So I need to make sure that it's roughly where I want it to be. And then I'll just double check each photograph. So roughly where I want it to be fair. My dog is sleeping and snoring in the corner. So yeah. There's that. Right. So roughly the kind of tone I'm after. Better. Right. Select all, sync. Sync. Right. I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah. Probably stays the same amount. Cool. So everything's coming through. Stream is healthy. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Okay. Twitch and YouTube seem to be doing okay. So don't need to make any changes, and my CPU seems to be doing really well. So okay. Right, so back to what I was doing. So I've now applied that preset to all the photographs. So I'm now going to go through and crop them how I want them. So this one might just crop in a little bit more. Annoyingly, the wall in my studio isn't actually straight, so it looks wrong in photographs, but is actually right. That makes sense. You notice it more when you look at the skirting. That was just my eyesight. It's a little bit bright on Luke's face, so I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. Okay, that's that. This one's a little bit too bright again. I'll probably change the lighting somewhere. Overall, that's looking better. Got the warm colours in it. Yeah, that's a bit light as well. So I'm going to... Sometimes I change the lighting whilst I'm shooting. So or it gets knocked or something happens or whatever. So I'm going to resync the rest of the photographs. I might have adjusted the lighting because they all seem to be a bit bright now. Okay, I love 7x5. I don't know why, but I've got a thing for 7x5 ratio. So I'll stick with that. So it looks like I've got a bot watching me on Twitch. I've got one person watching me on Twitch constantly, which is good, in a way. But I don't really want bots on my stream. There we go, right. Okay. This is just getting it prepared, ready for editing. So this is not me fine tweaking or anything like that. I'm literally just getting this ready straight to put into, I'm going to put it in Voto first, which should give me a fairly good outcome. And then any further tweaks I'll do in Photoshop after. Should have really got rid of the plants, but it was such a busy day because I had a photo shoot before this as well, which was manic. So again, I might turn it down just a tad. One thing I haven't done with the toolbox since I got it is I don't really use it for Lightroom for this part of the editing process. I find it just a lot quicker using my mouse and keyboard, to be fair. So, right, and then I'm going to apply that to all the photographs. So again, it's tweaked. So, this one, I actually need to bring out the brightness on this one. Don't make the shadows too much because I don't want there to be losing any. Okay, I'll go with that and then apply that across. So it should be the same for the next photograph. And then I love a 7x5. So I'm going to have to do some head swaps, but it's the joys of doing group photographs. %66%. Yeah, there we go. Make sure it's sharp. So it's really tricky because the wall isn't straight. I know it's not straight. But if it doesn't look straight in the photograph, it makes the photograph look wonky. But actually the photograph's not wonky, it's the wall. Hey ho. Let's fill in that gap there because that's going to bug me. Tweaking for tweaking's sake. What lens did I use? 50mm. Maybe I should use the 35mm. on this one. Can I use... No. Not going to use 7x5 crop for that one. See, it looks wonky. It's because the wall's wonky, not... That's not bad. Ollie's face needs adjusting. Cool. Highlights are a bit high. Colour's good though. So like that. Gotta change that. Raise the shadows a bit. This one was just a spur of the moment photograph, so what? There we go. And then full family photo. Don't we look good? Okay, so that's what I've done in Lightroom. So what I'm going to do now is select all and then export that as TIFFs. I'm going to export that as TIFFs. March, must be March. Yeah, order, select, export. So I'm going to export those as TIFFs, and then that means I can import them into Evoto, and then do basic editing in Evoto, and then any touch-ups or changes I want to make, I'll just do in Photoshop. So that's basically how it works. So this is going to eat through my processing power, so this may affect the stream. This is where we get to test if it's affecting anything. See what's going on. Which is good. Right. Let's check that link works. Right, so that's now exported. Oh, it didn't go to the right YouTube channel. YouTube.com purely creates. Oh, the wrong one. Okay, we go to my YouTube channel and share my channel. Oh, yeah. Where is it? Choose that photo. Link. YouTube. How do I share my channel on YouTube? The link didn't work. View your channel. View channel. Share. I can share straight to the video. Copy link. Finished. just put that on my stories. Right. So now I'm going to open up Avoto. Close that. Actually, I can close that down because it was running in the background. So I'm now going to go into Ubuntu, which is over there. Oh. Right. So I'm hoping that goes straight to the live stream, which it does, which is good. Log in again. Okay. They've just done an update as well, so I might have to do an update. So whilst that's loading, cool. Log in. Don't think that's my password. Looks a bit big. Cool. Right. I just want to check what I look like on. Yeah, it looks okay. Right, so that now works on Instagram. Oh, why is it with YouTube now? Since they've changed YouTube, you actually have to close the video. You can't just close the app. Right, close. Right, I'll send something in a minute. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is create a project. Before I do that, I'm going to check for updates because there seems to be updates all the time. Check for updates. Update. I knew there was going to be an update. It's a big one as well. I think this is the new version 7. So I don't know what I was on. I don't know what version of Avoto I was on. 7.05 beta. Okay. New version of Visual Studio been installed. Install now. Always had the latest version. Yes. Okay, I agree. Right, so I'm just installing the new version of Avoto. Install. Oh! Wow, it's deleting a lot of files. Might go to lunch in a minute and come back. Wow, that's deleting a lot of resources. This must be a major update. And, oh, it's taking a while. It's kind of a good thing because sometimes these updates don't take much time, and then It's not much of an update. This looks like quite a major update. This might be the one I saw at the photography show. Completed. Run. Oh. Right. So, start a new project. So I'll call this family beauty photos. Okay, import folder. So I'm only going to import the ones that I exported out of Lightroom. Select that folder. Okay. By the way, Evoto is not sponsoring this stream, but if they want to, they can for future. Because I do use it all the time. So I'm not worried about the color profiles or anything like that, or the filters, or the color grading, which looks pretty good actually. Will be interesting to do. They do have this. What's it called? Select color. I'm literally just gonna go to work on the skin straight away. So it's not. I don't know what it's applied because I haven't applied anything. There's an AI one here. My references. Okay. So I'm just going to do all. And then I'm just going to do freckles and acne. See, it's fading away a little bit. Get rid of them. Lip wrinkles and flakes. It's just slightly clearing up the skin a little bit. Reduce face shine a little bit. Let's bring that in. So nostril cleanup is a new one. I did see this. So if you've got any oval snot around your nose, I'm not going to get rid of wrinkles because it's the boys. So that should be it, really. What I am going to do, though, is skin retouching, a little bit of dodge and burn, sculpt a little bit. Skin softening just a tiny bit. A little bit more. Just evening out their skin a little bit. Hey, how you doing? Mayboy, you a photographer as well? It's kind of why I started doing these streams. This is my first stream, by the way, so this is actually a bit more of a test stream. But there wasn't many people doing just chatting for photographers, so I've got a big photography community on here, so we're always hunting around. Oh, really? I haven't come across, to be honest, I haven't looked much on Twitch, mainly on YouTube, but welcome to it. Awesome. I'll have to come and give you a watch. Oh, that's really cool. So do you actually stream on Twitch as well, doing photography? That's awesome. I appreciate the help. Yeah, tons. Okay, awesome. I'll have to come check out your page. 'Cause it's still quite a rare thing in real life photography, community stuff, edits. Oh, okay, cool. Me and my friend have started a live stream called The Capture on YouTube, which is like a 1 hour stream to 1 to 2 hour stream every Monday in my studio near where I live. Um, so I might, if I set this up on my laptop, could do a Twitch stream in real life as well, behind the scenes of the studio. So I'm just, these are actually my family photographs. So I'm actually just, because obviously I don't want to use photographs without permission. So yeah, thanks for coming along. I'm going to give you, so if I give you, I click on your name, hopefully I can go to your stream as well. Maple Glades. Awesome. Cool. Just give me a follow as well. Oh, they're actually doing art. Okay. I thought I'd just put it as just chatting because it might be easier. But they actually have an art thing on Twitch. Because I always associated Twitch with more gaming and stuff like that. But actually, just chatting seems to be the biggest thing now. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, okay, cool. Let me click on Discord. So I'm 22 on Discord. I don't need to create an account. That's weird. Oh, log in. There we go. I'm just joining the Discord now. So my name on Discord's 22. So I'll just put that up. Nice. Awesome. Toffee how to. Love it. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's good there's so many people doing that on Discord. It's good. No worries. Thanks for the info. Um, complete a few steps. Yeah, cool. Usual stuff. Cool. Yeah, all done, mate. So I'm on the Discord now. That'll be exciting to see how people from around the world. Photo family. I love it. So where are you based? So you've got German, English speaking. So I'm guessing you've got people from all around the world. You're in Montreal. Nice. Oh, I get it now, the Maple Glades. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what time is it over there? I'm in the UK, so it's 1:15. So I'll be going grab some lunch in a minute. Um, once I've sorted these photographs out. 9:16, so early start. What you got planned for your day? Uh, Juice to shine a bit. Getting the day going. Nice. I have interest. Have you ever used a Voto? Seems to be a big thing over in America as well. Send off a quote for a video shoot. Nice. Getting some invoices off. Finish some edits. Stream later. Maybe nice. I have problems with a Voto. You have problems with it. Streaming later. So do you stream mainly in the evenings then? When you're doing your editing or... Okay. Let's apply that all to all. Just want to do some light adjustments. Still got that scratch on the skin. Fortunately, the fact they're basically entirely pivoted, being a Gen. Yeah, I heard about all what's happened. It seems like it was a misunderstanding more than anything. Because it was a separate software, so from what I hear anyway. It seemed like the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing, so but they lost a lot of trust. But there was a photography show here in the UK last week, and Avoto was there. I know quite a few of the reps and stuff. And they've sponsored a few of our streams in the past. But yeah, it just seemed to be a bit of a stupid thing what they did. But it looks like they're not going down the route of yeah, probably. But it doesn't look like they're going down the route of completely replacing photographers. But to be honest, that might happen anyway for corporate stuff. It's happening already for models. It's happening already for, because over in the here, models are signing leases so they can create images based on real people, and they still get paid, but not as much. You know, corporate stuff and product photography is going to be non-existent in the future because it's just going to be all AI. None of the products that we see are going to be real, especially when it comes to like website stuff. That's why I'm sticking with family photography, because people hopefully will still want the experience, as it were. Emails. My landlord. Oh yeah, there are folks that are going to be okay with it. Sell their likeness, etc. And there'll always be a place for real photography. Oh yeah, people don't want AI generated for kids. But I've got so many people that do commercial stuff, and yeah, I do worry about them. It's more about likeness and who you are rather than anything else. The stuff they're doing with video now is crazy. You just don't know what's going to happen in the future, really. So still hasn't got that bit around the lips. Are you sure there was a new feature? For the lip stuff. I saw the new version of Avoto that hasn't been released yet as well for video. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, maybe, but when the AI stuff becomes just indistinguishable from reality, from real stuff, I don't know. How are you going to tell whether there's loads of stuff on videos at the moment and photographs? You just can't tell whether it's a real person or not. I think what the downside of it really is people won't be able to trust anything, so people won't use social media. People won't be able to use the internet. It'll be the downfall of the internet, if anything, because people won't be able to trust what's on it. That's the real issue. So if you can't trust what's on social media and what's on the internet, then no one's going to use it. Yeah, B-roll is going to go. I need to have my brand appear on the moon. Yeah. It's going to get crazy. To be honest, I've said this in a chatting stream I had with my friend about AI. And we basically said it's going to push people to be more creative. Because at the end of the day, the computer can't be creative. It still needs an input. It still needs someone. So photographers, content creators, everyone are going to have to be more creative and do more. And it's going to make the people that are creative, who aren't just copying someone else's style, who have actually come up with an idea. Because I don't know if it's the same in Canada, but there's so many photographers near me. I look at their work and I can't tell the difference between any of them. It all looks so similar. And if you're not, if you don't have a distinctive look and that's you, and people recognize that as you, then you're gonna be out of a job, I think. Yeah. Um, ba-ba-da-ba. Turn that down a bit. Yeah, people are gonna have their own voice and vision. It's gonna be more about who you are, I think, and whether they know, like, and trust you, and know why you're doing it. You gotta have a reason to become a photographer and what your goal is with your photography. Photography is just a medium. Yeah, because otherwise, if your image is just looking like everyone else's, people are just gonna go straight to ChatGPT or image creation or wherever and create an image that looks the same. At the end of the day, you've got to create an experience, which is something commercial photography can't really emulate. Is the company's just looking for a way to promote their product, and that's it. Oh yeah, connection with your audience. One of the reasons why I've started streaming and started a YouTube channel actually. Yeah, photographers chatting is a new thing. I haven't seen much of it, so I'm actually live streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time at the moment because YouTube just has that sort of obvious. Yeah, but YouTube Live is still huge. It's not as big as Twitch, obviously, but it's a lot bigger than it used to be. I think it's second now, YouTube, for live streaming. I've gone a bit OTT. On skin softening. The only thing I don't like about Roto is because the resolution's so low, you don't know exactly what it's going to be like when you export it. Yeah, exactly. And also sharing tips and tricks because there's loads of things that I learn still from other photographers now, even after being a photographer for 20 years. And this being my full-time job for 12 years. So you always got to learn stuff as well. So 100%. What's your sort of main thing to photograph anyway? Yeah, co-working is good. Because at the end of the day, like, it's such a lonely job. Like, I could be here today not doing much. I need more protection. Merly. I just softened it a bit. Yeah, I know what you mean. Chat whilst live, rather than how you edited this 500 times. Yeah. Yeah, I think YouTube's got very repetitive. Whereas I'm thinking when I do start doing my videos on YouTube, it's going to be more blog based. So there'll be a question or review, but a bit like Peter McKellen or anything like that, it'll be very bloggy type looking type thing. So that you get an idea of what people are up to and what they're doing. I'm more interested in that side of things personally myself now than how to edit it something. Because let's be fair, most of the editing's done for us nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Failing, try new things. And you just don't know what photography is going to be like in a few years' time. There's probably been more people going into it as well because people are going to have to go into creative industries because it's the only thing AI really can't do without prompts. Doodle-doo. Yeah, you don't. So I literally started, when I started this live stream, I literally started with the photograph straight from my camera. Now going into Avoto and then um, going into Photoshop to finish it off. Yeah, everyone is. 100%. And your photography changes. Like if you look at your photography from 10 years ago compared to now, it can be massively different. I expect my photography to be so much different because I'm getting away from family photography in the future as well. I'm doing more fitness and portraits. Even from just 2018. Yeah, 2018 is 8 years ago now. Well, even from like post COVID, like 2022. Um, everything's completely different. See what I didn't do. Oh, I did do what I brightening. Okay. Okay. Finished. Export. Hang on, let me just double check. It was the same. TIFFs. Yep. Cool. That's that done. 10 years ago was 2019. 2010. Yeah. That's the crazy thing, isn't it? Like you think 10 years ago and then all of a sudden it's not. It's 2016. It's crazy. Well, it's quicker exporting in the new update. So that's good. Photo bug. I don't know. I don't think I've had a photo bug as such. I've been doing photography since I was 16, so 24 years now. I started as a photography club in school doing yeah, basically just a photography club, what was interesting. So, and then I've been doing creative stuff ever since. So I've been doing photography, video, motion graphics, loads of stuff really. I just like being creative. I think that's the way to do it. At the end of the day. Bear. Copy that. Paste. Now having done this full time for 12 years, I can't imagine going back to a proper job now. To be fair. How long have you been doing it as a job? Let's go get some lunch actually. Shit, I might have a late lunch because I've got parents' evening. So I've got to leave here. So I might have a late lunch. Connect my tablet up. Need a cup of tea. Energy drinks run out. Oh, right. Right, okay. So I don't think, apart from that bit there, much I need to change in these photographs. You were singing. Wow, okay. Is that what you're trying to do professionally? Wow, that's crazy. So do you do a mixture of both now, like a mixture of photography while still singing? Is that part of your thing? You're still a performer? That's really cool. Oh, wasn't concentrating. Blah, blah, blah. Still a performer, but always more multimedia to do, so it keeps me lights on. Cool. I think that's what's going to happen in the future anyways. People are going to be doing multiple things. They're not going to be doing one thing. And that is known as them, if you know what I mean. They're not just a photographer. They're going to have multiple jobs, different revenue streams. Apply on my presets. No, don't like that. Try that one. Try that one. No, just need that one. Okay. Warms it up a little bit. Cool. Done. So what camera do you use? What's your weapon of choice at the moment? Ja Rule's stock is on here. Wow. Oh, nice. My friend uses R5. They're nice cameras, to be fair. Just don't tell him I said that. He was watching earlier. I think he's gone off to do some work. Get rid of these crusty bits. Ah, secret safe for me. Yeah, don't tell him. So I'm looking to get Fuji in the end. I want to go medium format because I'm going more studio based and more fine art. I'm going to go down that route. I really want to get a medium format camera. But suppose there's a new Fuji coming out this year. It is the dream because they've just released. Is it the 102 medium format sensor in the travel camera? Supposedly they're going to release that sensor in a professional camera as well. That's the rumor anyway. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Because they've stopped the 50 megapixel medium format sensor because Sony have stopped making it for them. So it's always going to be over 100. I think the new sensor is 102. So that'd be a cool process to watch, actually. That's how I started. I think we're probably the last generation of people that started on film, to be fair. Cool. I'm just going to make it a little bit darker at the bottom. I think. Hey, I've forgotten what tool it is. No, not that one. Nope, not that one. Let's go using blur. Oh, we'll be lurking. Cheers, mate. Nice to speak to you, mate. Hope all goes well. Hope you have a good day. Appreciate you coming by. Nice. This is the first of many. I thought I might as well use my time whilst I'm sat here editing every week to live stream and chat to people and answer questions. So it's obviously working already. So yeah, it's all good. Have a good one though, mate. Take it easy. I'll be on for a little while. Got to finish editing these photographs, and because I don't want to edit people's photographs that I haven't got permission to edit on here. So I'll be on here editing these ones for a little while. But this was sort of like a test. Anyway, there's a few issues at the start, so I might be on here when you get back. But I got a parents' evening, so I gotta leave in 2 hours. I've got to have some lunch before that, so I might stop, have some lunch. These crusty bits. Wrong overlay. That one. Highlight Luke's face a bit more. Oh, right. So I'm now just using Photoshop after using Evoto just to tidy up the things that it missed. But generally speaking, there's not a huge amount that it missed. And then I'm just going to even out the lighting a little bit. So Ollie's face over here is slightly darker. So I'm just going to brighten him up just a tad. But I want to make it look realistic. So a bit better. Millie's face. Bring that up a bit as well. I'll make this bit darker down here. Just by using a curve adjustment and then the gradient tool. Book's your next eye test. Do need to put my next eye test. Should be free actually. As well. That'd be good. Warm everything up. Cool. So I might end the stream at 2, go get some lunch, come back, do a little bit more editing. Well, actually reply to some messages, and then and then I'll stream again at some point. It's just basically tidying up the little things that it missed because I just want to make it perfect. A huge amount to do. I'm probably being a bit too picky, to be fair. Don't know why, but these ones look a little bit green. A little bit of a green cast somewhere. Okay. Don't know. Don't know if you can see that. A little bit of a greeny cast. Ollie sticks his finger in his mouth, he gets these skin sores. Go. Again, there's a little bit of a green cast. I don't know where this green cast is coming from. Just minute. Very subtle, but I can see it. Oh. Is that? Let's do a quick. See what this looks like. Curves adjustment.